So, good evening, everyone, and welcome today evening practice. And as you all know, today is very special from the Tibetan Buddhist um, calendar. This is the most holy, um, day for the Buddhist because it is the day that Buddha was born. He achieved enlightenment and passed away all three same day, and it's also known as the Sagadawa or the Bumgyur means the month of 100,000s, and where is mentioned whatever virtues you do in that day, it's multiplied by 100,000s. Um, and then today is the day for us to remember the Buddha's um, kindness, whatever we are getting benefit at the moment from our practice Dharma, in our life. Um, it is because Buddha manifested in this world more than 2,600 years ago, and he shared his wisdom, knowledge, and which has been passed through all our lineage gurus, and because all of the kindness of them that we have access to those teachings and practice still. And because of having access to that, so we are able to continue to study, learn, and to be able to put practice in our everyday life. And by being able to do that, then we are able to get all the benefit that whatever we are getting now, to become a little bit maybe more kind persons, maybe a little bit more patience, maybe a little bit, um, compassionate persons, you know, um, maybe a little bit more calm, peaceful, and also through that we are able to help and contribute with in within our families, friends, and beyond that, to the society in whatever way we can. And even we are unable to benefit a lot, at least, through such study and practice, that at least we have been able to minimize the damage and harm that um, and pain that we contribute towards other sentient beings and in the world. So all this and up beyond this life, then of course, creating all the cause and conditions for better futures, you know, um, not only higher rebirth, but creating all the cause and conditions to actualize, our spiritual path realizations in futures by having all the positive imprint, hearing, all the teachings, listening, readings, reflecting, contemplating, due to all of that, because all the imprint, it easy or easier in the futures to understand and to cultivate, to develop the futures. So all this benefit that we get is because of that. So that's where we try to remember and recollect the kindness of the Buddha Shakyamuni, as well as all the lineage teachers that has um, contributed towards our path, directly, indirectly. Okay. Um, so first we will start, you know, as usual, with the motivation. And to begin the motivation, first try to make yourself relaxed, comfortable as you can. And if possible, try to keep your back straight. That always helps to be more alert. And then allow your natural state of breathing to flow naturally. Keep your attentions or your mind to watching and observing the breath of whatever you observe in relation to breath. And once your mind settles down and quiet, then we can try to reflect and contemplate. Just as I want happiness, do not want suffering, even the smallest suffering, even in the dream. In same way, each beings, not only ourselves, but each and every sentient beings desire or wish to be happy, and nobody wants suffering, just like ourselves. In that level, we all are equal and same. Try to feel that oneness, sameness, equalness. Like ourselves, everyone is trying to achieve happiness, protect their happiness, trying to liberate from the suffering, trying to protect from the suffering, just like ourselves. That's what everyone's trying to do. Things, especially those whom we have conflict, difficulties, even those beings, just like ourselves, who just want to be happy and do not want suffering. Yeah, just same like ourselves. Not only as we have right to be happy and not to suffer, equally each and every sentient beings, including those whom we have conflict, difficulties, all of them have a right to be happy and not to suffer. All want to be happy and not to suffer, have equally right to be happy and not to suffer. When we think of oneself, is one sentient beings. If something bad happens, is one being. If something good happens, is one sentient being. On the other hand, when you talk about other sentient, is countless, numberless. Mm. To only think of oneself and one's own well-being and neglecting the well-being of countless sentient beings, neglecting, ignoring well of countless sentient beings doesn't make sense, doesn't feel right. Correct. Makes more sense and right and correct to work for the benefit of not just oneself, but those countless. Therefore, from now on, I'm going to try as much as I can to work for the well-being and benefit of all sentient beings as much as I can. in order to liberate all sentient beings from all their suffering and cause of suffering, and in order to lead them to not only temporary happiness, but ultimate happiness, or fully awakened state. And in order to help and work for the benefit of all sentient beings to do that, because I myself need to achieve fully awakened state. If I myself is lost and confused, how can I help them to overcome those confusions from being lost? If I myself is bent by the delusion and karma in the samsara, how am I going to help them to free from the delusion and samsara? Therefore, I must achieve my highest potential, the fully awakened state, as soon as possible, so I can help them to liberate from all the suffering and cause of suffering and samsara. And I'm going to try as much as possible to achieve that fully awakened state. In order to achieve that fully enlightened state, I must engage and practice in the Bodhisattva's path, the Bodhisattva practices, such as engaging in the practice of paramita or moral generosity, moral discipline, patience, joyous effort, meditative concentration, wisdom, and so forth, out of Bodhicitta mind. And to actualize that Bodhicitta mind and engage in those practice, I need to contemplate, meditate, and practice continuously, correctly. And for the success of all this practice, meditations, I need to purify all the obstacles, gather all the conducive conditions, and need all the blessings of the gurus, Buddhas, all enlightened beings, all the inspirations, all the encouragements, blessings. For that very purpose, I'm going to engage in this practice. We can imagine and visualize all sentient beings surrounding yourself. all in human form, with individual sufferings of 6 grams. As vast as the space. Then I'm going to read the visualizations, and you can try to follow as much as possible. So, at the level of your forehead, about 2 meters, whatever you feel comfortable, it does matter. In front of you is a large golden throne. It's beautifully adorned with the jewels and supported at each corner by the pair of snow lines. On the throne is a fully blossomed lotus. And on that are the sun and moon discs or cushions. Above the lotus, sun and the moon sits Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, who has achieved the suffering and obscurations and have attained all perfect realizations. He is the manifestation of the omniscient mind of all the Buddhas, the ultimate Guru. He is also inseparable from my root Guru, who showed me the unmistaken path and is bound in all sentient beings. So try to feel that. Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's holy body in the nature of a golden light is very magnificent. He wears the 3 saffron robes of a monk. His face is beautiful and has a loving smile. His compassionate eyes look towards me, but simultaneously encompasses all sentient beings. His eyes are long, narrow, and fine. His gaze is very peaceful. His eyes are half closed, half open. His lips are red. His hair is blue, black. Each hair individually curls to the right. On the crown of his head is pinnacle. His palm of his right hand rests on his right knee, the middle finger touching the moon cushion. His left hand rests in his lap in the mudra of meditations, holding an alms bowl filled with nectars. He is seated in a Vasta posture in the center of an aura of light, like some sunbeams. Each feature of his holy bodies represents an aspect of his omniscient mind, his inner realizations, and also demonstrates the cause, the no matter how much one looks at the Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, one never feels satiated. Just by looking at that, it gives you so much peace, calmness. Subside the delusions. The supreme refuge, Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, compasses the Guru, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. His mind is the Buddha, his speech is the Dharma, his body is the Sangha. From his holy body, beams are imitated in all 10 directions. Numberless manifestations of Guru Shakyamuni Buddhas are transformed on the tips of beams to ripen the infinite sentient beings. So you can think with each of all the beam in 10 directions, and on top of each of the beams and in top of each of the sentient beings' head, there's all the Buddhas, Buddha Shakyamuni, just like on top of yourself, to ripening the sentient beings. Passionate eyes. Guru Shakyamuni Buddha says, "Son, if you want to be liberated from the suffering of samsara, please promise this and also promise to free me from the breathless state of low reborn." You think, imagine that the guidance of the Guru Buddha Shakyamuni. That you are taken under the wings of Buddha Shakyamuni. Okay, so then we can share the taking refuge in Buddha. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, May I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sangye chodan soge chonam la jupa tu dane kyab so che dagi jin so gi be sonam ge dola penje sangye du barasho. So then we can visualize from the Guru Buddha Shakyamuni's heart, light and nectar flow, white light and nectar flow into oneself and all sentient beings, cleanse and purify all the illness, all the negative karma, all the delusion, obscurations, especially all the negative karma that would relation to Guru, Amasanga, light and nectar flow from the Guru Buddha Shakyamuni's heart in the form of orange light and receiving all the blessings, body, speech, and mind, all the spiritual realization, especially, unshakable devotion to the Guru Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Okay, then we do the four immiscible. Again, as we recite, we take few moments with each of them to really of those words. May all sentient beings have happiness and cause. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and causes of suffering. Especially if you want to think of someone who, who might need help, we can especially think of them. And then may all sentient insufferable from happiness that is free from suffering. Then may all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachments for friends and hatred for enemies. Not only we wish for others, same for ourselves that, to have more equanimity. Okay, then we recite, homage, recollect deeds of the Buddha Shakyamuni. And again, by remembering those great deeds, we try to generate a strong faith, trust, confidence, devotions, and feeling of kindness, ex- feeling the kindness of the Buddha Shakyamuni, and also cultivating strong respect. Perfecter of the ocean like sense of non-attachments, formless, imperfect perturbations, all inclusions, undistractions, unconfusion, method, power, vow, and wisdom knowledge, homage to you. mindfulness, effort, basis of psychic power, the supreme faculties, amazing powers, the enlightenment factors, and the Arya path, all those who duly realize homage to you. In the three countless eons, completing the 10 stages, to tame the gods, you became in Dushita the excellent being known as Siptakitu. You of infinite merit, homage to you. Knowing it was time, you heavily entered the womb, were born from the womb, engaged in the youthful sport, went forth and lived in the practice of restoration, realizes of all benefit, homage to you. Beneath the Bodhi tree, you overcome with the mind of loving kindness, the Mara's force. All the conquerors of 10 directions give you empowerment, O great hero, homage to you. Having won the five supreme knowledge by the supreme Vasta like Samadhi, you gain the unsurpriseful awakening, leader of the world, homage to you. Abandoning all the stains and their impressions, your knowledge grew completely full. So you are the whole world's refuge, even the gods. Perfect Buddha, homage to you. You gain the triple kaya, bodies of and wisdom, with the five certain features, and with the elaboration still by the nature, and shown in all form for others. Homage to you. Your body gleaming like the king of mountains, gift of infinite light, just like the sun, and shine all around with the marks and the sign, unparalleled protector, homage to you, with the true words of Dharma eloquence, of excellent meaning, you proclaim your line roars that feed sinner, all Vedic in 60 qualities, homage to you. You of the five wisdom knowledge, clear, unobstructed, of non-abiding equally, source of virtues, achieving all good for disciples, free of all concepts, Lord of the world and Nirvana, homage to you. Discoverer of all virtues, worldly disciples of the right like and conqueror children, common and superior, supreme teachers of samsara and nirvana, homage to you. Though you are free from all the bounds and fetters by infinite miracles that fulfill your vows, you benefit beings as long as samsara lasts. Sole friend of all beings, homage to you. Turning the excellent precious wheel of Dharma, you discipline beings to tame and fix disciples into the three liberation, processor of the 10 power, homage to you. Knowing the season of a disciple's fortune, you entrusted the doctrine to the Aryas and manifested nirvana at putting an end to sorrow, homage to you. That being marriage might yet be increased. Your remains were turned into heaps of relics, serving as the basis for the whole world's worship. You whose deeds are ceaseless, homage to you. So then we do the seven limb. Again, each of them slowly. I prostrate reverently with my body, speech, and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, both actually arranged and mentally emanated. We take few moments here. So of course we can imagine all the beautiful offerings that are arranged here and all over the world with so many offerings. And you can imagine whole space filled with all the drinking water, washing water, all kind of beautiful flowers. incense, light, perfume, food, music, and all other beautiful objects, sounds, and making offering to the Guru Buddha Shakyamuni from depth of your heart without any attachments, without any grasping, with great joy, delightfulness. On behalf of each and every sentient being. And you can imagine Guru Buddha Shakyamuni accept your offerings to give us opportunity to create merit, to help us to let it go, and not to be grasping to the objects. And Buddha Shakyamuni generate great bliss and voidness, having experienced and enjoyed the offerings. Then next, I confess all my negative actions and downfall collected from beginningless time. So we can try to, whatever unwholesome action that we have created, either through the body, speech, and the mind, out of due to either attachments, anger, or ignorance. Whatever we have created, all these harmful, unwholesome action from the beginner's lifetime, we understand those are harmful. Now we understand those are harmful, mistaken, unwholesome. When we regret from our heart. And generate a strong wish or resolutions not to engage in same harmful, unwholesome actions again in the future. Especially, if we have some problem with specific some unwholesome actions that we struggles, we make strong resolutions to try all our best, give all our effort to stop creating, engaging in such actions in the future. And we make requests to the Guru Buddha Shakyamuni to help us, to support us to do that. And Guru Shakyamuni delightfully accept, to support and to help. Next, I rejoice in the virtues of ordinary beings and Aryas. Again, we think few moments. We rejoice in our own virtues, such as just making the effort to come here to do practice with the good intentions. Whatever virtuous actions that we have done today, since this morning, doing meditation, reciting prayers, sutras, helping others, whatever positive thought, good thought, and all other virtues created this week, this month, this year, this life. How wonderful that we have been able to engage in those virtues. Amazing. Then we rejoice to the virtues of all our gurus. Their incredible practices, their service, benefit to sentient beings, their incredible loving kindness, compassions, which are wonderful. We rejoice to the virtues of all, especially the munis, having manifested in this world in most difficult times, to those most untimely and his incredible biasless, unconditional loving kindness, compassion to all sentient beings, the wisdom, the skillful means. Not only he liberated so many sentient beings at his time, continue to liberate until now, even now, continue to inspire so many beings to right path. Then we rejoice to all the virtues of all the bodhisattvas of 10 bhumis and those who are on the first two path. Again, their incredible bodhicitta mind, dedications, sacrifice to all sentient beings. Then we rejoice to the virtues of all those arhat and those who are on the path to arhat, their incredible practice, So moral discipline, maybe concentration, wisdom. And we also rejoice in the virtues of all the ordinary beings. Okay, then next, please remain until the end of samsara and turn the wheel of Dharma for transmigrated beings. I dedicate my own and to the great enlightenment. Sashibeki Chonshimeto Damariralinshi Nyinde Gemba Anke Shinto Mi Te Uwai Do Namada Shin Parasho Idam Guru Ranam Lakam Niyatayamim. So again, as we recite the mantras, you can visualize, imagine at the heart of the Buddha Shakyamuni, on top of the lotus, there's Hung syllable and surrounded by this Buddha Shakyamuni mantras, and again, the mantra itself is the manifest all that wisdom of the Buddha Shakyamuni. And as we recite, from that garlands of mantras, white light and nectar flow and like enter oneself in and out, and like taking shower, cleansing and purifying, all your illness. Especially if we are dealing with any illness, whether it's physical or mental, we can especially think of healing that illness, cleansing that illness, and all the negative karma. And especially if we are dealing with some particular negative karma, also those negative karma being completely cleansed, purified, all the delusions. And again, especially, we might be dealing with some particular delusion more strongly. Whatever that are, again, we can visualize cleansing, purifying all of that, and all the obscurations in the form of dark energies, like, very dark, like when you take shower, that you haven't taken shower for long time, and all, dirts, very dark, black, coming and cleansing. So with that visualization, we recite Ayata o mune mune ma monae soha. Tayata o mune mune ma monae soha. Ayata o mone ma monae soham. Ayata o mone ma monae soham. Ayata o mone ma 나의 소하 따야따 오무님 마모나의 솜 따야따 오무네 모네 마모 소하 따야따 오무네 모네 마모나의 소하 따야따 오무네 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 마모나 따야따 오무네 마모나의 소하 따야따 오무네 마모나의 소하 따야따 오무네 마모나의 소하 따야따 오무니 마모니의 소하 따야따 오무니 마모니의 소하 따야따 오무니 마모니의 소하 따야따 오무니 So you visualize, all your illness, negative karma, delusion, obscuration, completely cleansed, purified. Especially if you are dealing with any emotion, maybe frustration, impatience, anger, or any other negative feeling, emotion, disturbing thoughts, being completely cleansed, purified. Not even any trace of that is left. Your body becomes like crystal clear without any trace of negative karma, delusion, obscurations. So while keeping that visualizing strongly, we continue to listen. Tata Muni Mamus, Tata Muni Muni Mamus, Tata Muni Muni Mamus, Tata Muni Muni, Tata Muni Muni Mamus, Tata Muni Muni Mamus. Tao Muni Muni Ma Muni. So imagine, visualize, your body become like crystal clear without any trace of those negative energy. And as we recite more from the heart of the Buddha Shakyamuni and the guardians of mantras, more light and nectar flow in the form of in the orange light nectar, and receiving all the blessings of enlightened body, speech, and mind, all the spiritual realizations, especially highest level of the Bodhicitta mind, wisdom realizing emptiness. Our whole body is filled with all these realizations. So keep that visualizations, and then we recite more. Tayata o mune mune ma monae soha. 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 So imagine, visualize your total conviction that you will receive all the blessing of enlightened body, speech, and mind, all the spiritual realizations, especially the highest level of the Bodhicitta mind and wisdom realizing emptiness. Each atom of our body, each cell of our body is made out of those spiritual realization of that wisdom and Bodhicitta mind. All our body is filled with incredible loving kindness, compassion, Bodhicitta mind. As we recite some more, out of that loving kindness, compassion, Bodhicitta mind, from your heart, then you send light in all 10 directions. And then, liberate, cleansing and purifying all sentient beings, illness, negative karma, delusion, obscurations, and leading them to fully enlightened state of Buddha Shakyamuni. So while keeping that visualization, we recite a little bit more. Tata Om Muni Muni Ma Muni So, 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 Tata Om. Muni Muni Ma Muni. So then you can imagine all the light you send 10 direction and purifying all their obscuration and leading them to fully enlightenment. Then those light dissolve into your heart again. Okay, so then we recite the foundation of all good qualities. Even though it would be nice to do some visualization in relation to each of those verse subject, but I think we don't have time, so we just recite slowly, and I can try the meaning of that as much as possible. The foundation of all good qualities is the kind and perfect good. Connect related to him is the root of the path. By clearly seeing this and applying great effort, please bless me to rely upon him with great respect. Understanding that the precious freedom of this rebirth is found only once is greatly meaningful and difficult to find again. Please bless me to generate the mind that unceasing day and night takes its essence. This life is as impermanent as water bubble. Remember how quickly it decays and the death comes. After the death, just like the shadow follow the body, the result of black and white come. Finding a firm and definite conviction in this, please bless me to always be careful to abandon even the slightest negative actions and accomplish all virtuous deeds. Seeking samsaric pleasure is the door to all suffering. They are uncertain and cannot be relied upon. Recognizing those shortcomings, please bless me to generate a strong wish to bliss of the liberation. Led by this pure thought, mindfulness, alertness, and great caution arise. The root of the teaching is keeping the Prathamoksha vows. Please bless me to accomplish this essential practice. Just as I have fallen in the sea of samsara, so have all mother transmatter beings. Please bless me to see this, train in Supreme Bodhicitta, and bear the responsibility of freeing transmigrated beings. Even if I develop only bodhicitta, but I don't practice the three type of morality, I will not achieve enlightenment. With this clear recognition of this, please bless me to practice the bodhisattva vows with a great energy. Once I have pacified distraction to the wrong objects and correctly analyzed the meaning of reality, please bless me to generate quickly within my mind stream the unified path of karma abiding in special insight. Having become a pure vessel by training in the general path, please bless me to enter the holy gateway of fortunate ones, the Vajra vehicle. At that time, the basis of accomplishing the two attainments is keeping pure vows and samaya. As I have become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect those vows and pledges like my life. Then, having realized the importance of two stages, the essence of the Vajrayana, by practicing great energy, never giving up the fourth session, please bless me to realize the teaching of the Holy Guru. Like that, may the Guru show the noble path and the spiritual friend who practice it have long life. Please bless me to pacify completely all outer and inner hindrance. In all my lives, never separated from the perfect Gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma by completing the qualities of ground and path. May I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. So then we can imagine Guru Buddha Shakyamuni, first the throne and the lotus and the sun and moon disk dissolved in the Guru Buddha Shakyamuni. And then Guru Shakyamuni dissolved into light, and light dissolved into ourselves. And also all sentient beings that we have visualized before, as well as all the Buddha in front of, in above them, and sentient beings who have been led into fully enlightened state, also dissolve into your heart, dissolve into light, and light dissolve into yourself. So everything dissolves into yourself. Your body, speech, mind, and the Guru's body, speech, and mind, and the Buddha's body, speech, and mind, they all become one, inseparable. So try to meditate on this oneness, inseparable oneness of the Guru, Buddha, Guru and Buddha's three doors and your three doors. Then we try to think the I who is inseparable from the Guru, Buddha, Dharma. How does that I exist? Even though in our mind there's a sense of truly existing I there from its own side by itself. If we deeply analyze, there is no such I, truly inherent existing I, that can be found. It cannot be found within your aggregate, nor outside of aggregate. You cannot find and pinpoint each part of your body. Each part of your body is not the self, the I, nor each part of your feeling, discriminating mind, compositional mind, consciousness. Nor you can find outside of those aggregates. Therefore, is totally empty of existing from its own side, truly existing in hidden existence, totally empty. So try to meditate on emptiness of the self. The so-called self, which body, speech, and mind are inseparable from the Buddha and Gurus, that self is merely, it exists only on merely level. It exists by merely imputations, nothing more than that. It exists, but not truly. It only exists on mere level, mere designations. Okay, so then we can recite the sutra. Um, Sutra of remembering three. Okay. Homage to the omniscient one, purified and consummate, victorious, virtuous, and transcendent. Thus gone, the fourth destroyer, entirely perfect Buddha, full of wisdom, the blissfully proceeding, the knower of the world, charioteer and subduer of the beings, the unsurpriseful, the teacher of God and man, such is Buddha, victorious, virtuous, and transcendent. He who is thus gone exemplified the merit which is his cause. In him no root of virtues is ever worn away. Through his manifest passion, he is exceedingly beautiful. He is a treasure ground of merit, adorned with the tokens of enlightenment. He is graced with the flowers of the marks of the Buddhahood, and all he does is reasonable and opportune, and nothing inharmonious mars with the sight of him. True joy, indeed, he gives to those who open up their heart to him in faith. Through the brilliance of his wisdom, he is uncompounded, and against his power there is no victory. He is the teacher for all beings, father of all bodhisattvas, king of all superior ones. He is the guide of those who journey to the city of beyond afflictions. His wisdom is unbounded. His assurance is beyond imagining. His speech is altogether pure, well tuned, and sweet to hear. Gazing on him, one is never sated. His body is beyond compare. By the realm of desire he is unstained, and by the realms of form is fully unconnected. He is not mingled with the formless. He is altogether free from miseries, from aggregate. He is utterly altogether free. The elements have no hold on him. He has mastery of the sense power. All bound, he has completely severed from all pain. He is perfectly and totally released. No craving does he have. He has passed beyond the stream. Perfect is his wisdom, and the wisdom of Buddhas, past, present, and to come, he has met his dwelling. In nirvana, where all suffering is ended, he does not abide. His abode is in the very summit of perfection, residing in that place where he perceives all being. Such are the sublime qualities that are the greatness of Buddha's victorious virtues and transcendence. The secret doctrine is righteous in the outset, righteous in the middle, righteous in its meaning, excellent in its words and syllables likewise, is empirical and another. It is all sufficient, altogether pure and purifying. Well spoken is this Dharma by the victorious virtues and transcendent. Its perfect way of seeing is devoid of elements, is perennial, and lead us onwards. To see this Dharma is to fulfill one's purpose. The wise will see it in their self-recognizing wisdom. The Dharma spoken that the victorious virtues and transcendental is shown to be well tempered to the instructions and the needs of all. It derives us from the samsaras and causes us to go in perfect Buddhahood, free from the contradictions, and in it all is summarized. Is totally to be relied upon, is cutting of the road. The Sangha of the Mahayana comprise those who wisely enter with straightforwardness, aptitude. Right, it is in the joint and before them, right to make prostrations. They are the glorious field of merit. They are the perfect recipients of the gift. They are the objects of offering everywhere and always. They are the worthy object of all offering. Thus, end of the Sublime Sutra of Remembering Three Jewels. So then we go to the dedications. And do you have any dedication to read? Or in particular? Also, yeah, can you read or someone can?
I can read. Only say, excuse me, those who are experiencing obstacles. Only.
Thank you. Those mother sentient beings who have obstacles, such as Olesia Kovalenko, Yoshiko and family, Ashia Denise Ukanarar, the Lutz family, Roger Lydell, Chase and Miracle Mochioli, Joe Dudley, Melanie Smith, Twain Smith, the Meganberg family, Vanessa L., Heather Fox and mother, Katia Lorena Dudley, Connor, in those mother sentient beings experiencing illness, such as Sarah Albers, Apollo Egan, James Bender, John Wantz, Ann Torin, Tom O'Leary, Carmen Rodriguez, Peter Squicciarani, S.K. Duff, Delray Ward, Vocha Shiplik, and Nina's mother as well, Kimberly Andreessen, Scott Schiller, Delray Ward, Hassam Hashin, Roshi Joan Halifax, Kennedy, Derby, Bluesby, Lloyd Gordon, Richard Gluck, Glenda Cosette, David Comito, Bade's mom, Bilge Uzgil, as well as those mother sentient beings who passed away, such as Joe Long, John Sonny Jacobs, Lou Meganberg, Carol Hassan Yager, Daniel Halleck, Jean Burns, Dorothy Falls, Graham Hager, Clifford Lynch, Joseph W. Padilla, EJ, Jesse Winter, Jesse Waters, David Durant, Image, Carol M., the Johnson family member who died violently, Lakoma Akate, Susan Yell, Messini, and Nawang Lamo.
Thank you. So we can all keep, those who are on the list and but who are not on the list, everyone who is experiencing illness, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, due to all the virtues and that we have, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, others, and we have created, may all of them be cured, recover from the illness as quick as possible. And may they all have healthy, long life. Also, we dedicate all our virtues to all whose name have read here and not read, but who are experiencing different obstacles in their life. So may all the obstacle and cause of the obstacle be immediately pacified. May they all find the right solutions to the obstacle, to the problem. And may all their wishes be fulfilled according to the Dharma. And then may all sentient beings, again, whose name have read, passed away recently in last 49 days, wherever they are, may they be free from suffering caused. Better utilize the Dharma in their heart and achieve enlightenment. And may all the war, the violence that is going in the world, and all the violence, bad feelings, emotions that is so strong now in this, all those violence, external, internal violence, they immediately pacify. Harmony and happiness in the heart of each and every sentient beings. Okay, so then we do the dedication prayer. May all beings everywhere, plagued by the suffering of body and the mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtues of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled, with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see form and the deaf hear sound. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drink. May the poor find wealth, those with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicine be effective and wholesome prayer bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be free from their ailments. Whatever disease there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. As for us, space remain, for as long as sentient beings remain. Until then, may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Then His Holiness Dalai Lamas. The wish granting, wish fulfilling jewels, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, to the incomparable Kantinse Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. Then may we have Lama Zopa Rinpoche's soon return. I don't know. Fearless teachers and assembly of the children of the God, the Bodhiga Buddhas, victorious Losang Father and Son, alone with the lineage objects of the fish and infinite land. Please bestow the virtues and goodness of nation prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you owe the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable Venerable Guru, to you I make request. While starving single-pointedly for this one's teaching, all benefit other living beings departed to peace. Through the truth of the blessing of the ocean and the great waves of bodhicitta of children of victorious ones, may the smile of reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for the fortunate disciple. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining and your patience. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Thank you.